How do you write down a checkmate move in chess notation? Have you ever wondered how to record that thrilling moment when you checkmate your opponent in chess? Writing down a checkmate move in chess notation is simpler than you might think. Let's break it down step by step so you can capture those victorious moments accurately. First, when you want to notate a checkmate, you will use a special symbol. The hash symbol is placed right after the move to indicate checkmate. For example, if your queen moves to the square f7 and delivers checkmate, you would write it as qf7. Now, if your queen captures a piece on f7 to achieve checkmate, it becomes qxf7 hash. This notation shows that the queen has taken a piece and also checkmated the opponent. Let's talk about the key components of checkmate notation. You need to identify the piece making the move. Each piece has a standard letter: q4 queen, r4 rook, k4 king, b4 bishop, and n4 knight. Pawns are unique because they are notated by just the destination square. For instance, if a pawn moves to e8 and checkmates, you write e8 hash. Next, you need to specify the destination square where the piece moves to deliver checkmate. For example, if your queen moves to g3 to checkmate, you would write qg3 hash. The checkmate symbol, the hash symbol, replaces the plus sign used for regular checks. This shows that the game has ended with a checkmate. Let's look at some examples. If a rook moves to a1 to checkmate, you would write ra1 hash. If a knight captures a piece on e5 to checkmate, it becomes nxc5 hash. And if a pawn promotes to a queen on e8 and checkmates, you would write e8 is equal to q hash. There are special cases to keep in mind. Castling cannot checkmate, but if a move after castling leads to checkmate, the notation remains standard. For instance, if you castle with 0-0 and then follow up with qh8, that notation is still correct. Sometimes, you might have two identical pieces that can reach the same square. In that case, you need to include the starting file or rank to avoid confusion. For example, if you have two rooks on the a file that can move to a 3, you would write r1a3 hash to clarify which rook is making the move. For beginners, it is a good idea to double-check your work. Make sure the opponent's king has no legal moves left before you write the hash symbol. You also want to avoid stalemate errors, which occur when the opponent has no legal moves but is not in check. Practicing notation with sample puzzles can be really helpful. For example, in the Scholar's Mate, you might write qh5 hash to notate the checkmate. By following these guidelines, you can accurately record your checkmate moves and improve your chess notation skills. This will help you analyze your games and recognize checkmate patterns, making your chess experience even more enjoyable.